posted a video recently of us on a sales consultation. Gotten a lot of grief of.
Is it the front driveway or the back driveway you need fixed?
It's the back driveway.
Yeah, the front looks pretty good. The back looks like it's all the pieces. You said you've already had someone out there to work on it?
Not on the ditches itself. We're just looking through the internet and looking at reviews because that's what we go by. And I just thought I'd give you guys a call.
Got about 150 feet of driveway to the top, right? That sound about right?
Yeah, it's not necessarily all the way up. It's just we've got a gate. Come up our back driveway. It's probably maybe 50 feet to the gate, and it's right there. There's some deep ditches.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, the water comes from up top, but that's not much problem. And then it comes from beside our shipping container down, so it kind of makes like a Y.
From the bottom to like that first left-hand curve, is that what's really tore up?
Are you looking at a live view?
I am.
By any chance?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm right back here. I don't know if you can see me or not.
No, it's not that live. It's not that live.
Okay, if you come down like right here where it makes the Y at, can you see the shipping container?
I do.
Okay, and it comes down beside the shipping container, and the water comes right there, and it meets right there in that big ditch. And then it goes down, and where our driveway and the neighbor's driveway, where our back driveway and the neighbor's driveway meet, ours goes under the driveway. There's a pipe, a very small pipe that goes under the driveway, and then goes down the ditch line and goes into a culvert which goes across that street. And what we originally thought was putting pipe in the ditch and just filling this whole thing in where we don't have a ditch.
The only hindrances of that is, in that 100 feet, where's the water going to go? If there's no ditch there, and you've put a pipe in. You could do a pretty deep pipe and put a ditch on top of it, but you're going to have to still have some kind of ditch there.
Well, if it all meets like in a Y right there, and then it goes in that pipe, it goes under the driveway. There is pipes that go under the driveway and then goes on out. So the water would go through the pipe. Like if they just have to come and look at it, I don't know.
I understand what you're saying for sure. You're right. I mean, that's a lot of freaking water that needs to be channeled out of there without it doing any more erosion,
Right, because it is eroding the back driveway, and we need to.
Yeah. So you need pipe there, and then it needs to also. What's that?
We have pipe, but it may not be the pipe that you use. You just have to come and look.
Any idea what size it is? 15-inch or larger, you think?
The small pipe that goes under the driveway, I think it's a 3-inch pipe, and it's nowhere near big enough.
No, that's not even big enough for septic. Never mind. So you need 15, and actually it's technically a requirement that you have 15-inch double wall pipe right there, and that's what I would recommend to channel any water above it. So if we try to get that crown back in there and the asphalt, we'd have to cut through it to properly grade it again.
Right.
So we can just bring in some good crush and run gravel and compact it, and it'd be just as good as much better than what you've got now,
When could you come out and give us an estimate?
Well, I can probably give you a really close price right now just by going off of the pipe, pulling the asphalt off, and putting in new gravel on 100 feet, because essentially it doesn't really matter how tore up the driveway is, because we're pretty well going to have to redo it as if it was a new driveway,
Right.
So if we come in and we don't put the pipe in all the way up, which I don't think we'd have to. I think I can save you some money on that. I think putting it down at the bottom and channeling it where the Y is at, and then leaving an open ditch from one to the other, that'll save you, probably $1,500 in pipe. And then tearing up all the asphalt, bringing in new gravel, compacting it, making sure the grade's right, you're going to be somewhere around $7,500.
Okay, all right. Okay, let me discuss this with my husband, and we will give you a call back, okay?
Give me a call, let me know what you guys want to do, and we'll go from there.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem at all. Have a great day.
You too, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Do you think when you tell people a price and then they get off the phone with you that fast that the price was just like, oh, no, bye? Or do you
Yes and no. I've had folks that were like, holy fuck, let me just get off the phone. Her reaction of, okay, let me talk to my husband. The husband or the spouse rebuttal is extremely common. I think she'll end up calling me back. We'll see. If not, I'll follow up with her next week and we'll see what she says. Then she's going to tell me if the price is too high or not.
Coming to do the electrical inspection today. I haven't seen nobody yet.
Scheduled for today, yeah.
Okay.
Are y'all going to cap those 2 guys with some of this or something?
That's the way it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the way it was up on the chimney and down here. They just had it caulked in and painted.
Right, yeah.
Heavily caulked. When we tore it apart, the only thing that stood together was the caulk.
guess I need to hurry up and get a gutter guy here. You're like pretty well ready for that. Come out here and turn it against the house and run down and out. And then we probably need to run down that post and out, put 2 of them. You got all your nails and them hangers up there, Gage? The inspector gets here.
Every one of them.
Alright, I can't see.
Nope.
I'll call for gutter today.
Okay.
Let me know if you see that inspector on the electrical. And then I guess you'll be starting on screen tomorrow, right?
Yep.
You got any questions on that front?
No, that one's simple. It's just straightforward.
Exactly.
About 2 or 3 foot up on the roof line, carry it out so the
Yep.
inner fly.
I guess when do you predict that being finished? Do that before screen,
do that before the screen.
because I need gutter on that too.
Okay.
So I'll just call for gutter on both. And then I guess that gives us the rest of the week to get all the screen finished up. It's time consuming sometimes.
Yeah, especially with the track. We're gonna have plenty of sheeting to haul back to the shop here.
All right,
There's probably 10 or 11 pieces of it.
we'll use it. You gotta knock out that, move to the front. I'll have the painter up here, and then we'll knock the gutter on both of the screen.
Okay. Alright. Will do. I appreciate it.
We posted a video recently of us on a sales consultation, gotten a lot of grief of. We went and talked to a customer who called me at 6:15 in the morning with an emergency job because a tree fell in their road. They're worried about some other trees falling. And emergency work, you gotta drop what you're doing and get out there and go do the job. So you gotta change your entire schedule around. So that's what we did. We went out there, talked to her. She had a total of 11 trees. We ended up cutting 13 trees. We priced the job for $8,000. The customer reluctantly said yes, but you guys all feel like that was too much money to charge the customer. So let's get into why we charged that much. Number one, we showed up with multiple trucks. We showed up with a $100,000 chipper. We showed up with a $100,000 50G excavator. And we have to pay ridiculous insurances throughout the year. Liability coverage, which if you own a tree business is 30%. Workers' comp, 30%. This is one of the most dangerous jobs that you can do. We also pay our guys really well because we want them to show up and come to work, and when we get a 6:15 in the morning call, we want them to be there and be Johnny on the spot just like we are. A lot of guys on here talking about you can buy a $200 chainsaw and go cut them down, and in reality, I don't know what kind of chainsaw you're gonna get for $200. Maybe you can get a homeowner pull-in edition at Lowe's for that may cut through the first tree without tearing all to hell, but a Stihl or Husqvarna commercial chainsaw starts at $1,000. But there's also lots of rigging that goes into these trees. Were leaned over a road. They were already falling, which makes it extremely dangerous and extremely difficult to get down safely. You also have to have enough guys on the job to stop traffic both ways when you've got cars coming and you're cutting over top of a road. So there's tons and tons of stuff that goes into this, but if you think that you can buy a $200 chainsaw and go and do an $8,000 tree job, I'd encourage you to post that on social media as well so we can all be entertained by that.